Hello everyone, this is Michadr, and welcome back to a dev blog. It's been a really long time since the last dev blog, so this might look a little different to you guys. That's because it is technically different than Perisno 0.81. The last release version, we are working on 0.9 and a spin-off version called Perisno, The New Beginning, which is being developed by one of the developers from the Perisno dev team, Leonian. Basically, he's working on this as kind of spin-off, and what this spin-off really is a project that he's been working on for the past few months. I haven't played a lot of this yet since I've been having a lot of PC issues and moving around and haven't been able to set up everything, but I finally have my PC set up. I finally am at a point where I'm able to play games again, mod again, and record with no problem. So hopefully we can get 0.9 released in the near future. There's obviously no release date, as there's still a lot to do. But we'll keep you guys posted, and I'm hoping for at least a dev blog a week. If not that, then maybe a few a month. But my aim right now is to get a few dev blogs a week out there, just to update you guys on what's going on in 0.9. This dev blog will focus mostly on Perisno, The New Beginning, because a lot of this has already been being developed on for the past few months, since only one or two of our devs were really active. I shouldn't say one or two, there's been like 3, 4, 5 of them active, but most of the work was done on 0.9 and The New Beginning. A lot of the stuff you'll see in The New Beginning will also be in Perisno 0.9, mainly new troop trees, new troops, I should say, like top tier infantry, gin troops, and new household troops. So basically, The New Beginning takes a lot of the stuff from Perisno. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, this is Welcome to Perisno. You're probably already familiar with its mainland, but time has come to go further. I will post a link in the description below for this spin-off if you guys want to try it out and have something to do while you wait for 0.9. It's really fun. So I'll read this a little bit to you, and yeah, about 2 decades ago, a small merchant ship caught in a storm stumbles upon an island. While most of the crew members repair the ship, several people go out to investigate. They find no signs of humans present, but discover that the island is full of riches, rare sorts of trees that can no longer find out. Rare sorts of trees that one can no longer find on the mainland. Pieces of gold in the river, a large number of animals that are not yet afraid of humans. Even berries and fruit trees that are abundant, although fruits from the latter have a slightly bitter taste. So, as I said, a lot of the stuff you'll see in the spin-off could be, and most likely will be, in 0.9. As you'll read more and play this spin-off, you'll see that this has a new map, because this is based on a different island than Perisno. Let's keep going. The merchants decide to keep this island a secret, but when they return to the mainland, which is Perisno, one of them goes to the tavern to celebrate, gets drunk, and spills the beans. The next day, he and several of his friends vanish, and no one hears from them ever again. The rest of the merchants fall silent on this matter. When someone asks them about the island, their faces turn pale. They immediately stop the conversation and leave. This continued until recently, and only rumor has it that outlaws have found the island and established a base on it. And over the last 2 decades, they received large supplies of armor, weapons, and other goods out of nowhere, and become a much bigger threat than they used to be. People are also getting kidnapped, more often, and presumably are shipped to the island as slaves. Many bandits were caught and interrogated, but all of them claimed that they didn't know the way back to the island, because everyone who goes there cannot go back. Ships do return with supplies, but none of their crew members are allowed to go ashore, and the exact point of particular exchanges are only known to a few bandit leaders on the mainland, and are told to regular bandits who are supposed to trade at the last moment. Anyway, so we'll go into this. You can read the rest of that if you want. So they're basically still the same mod options. We'll have this disabled. True creep proficiency. Let's do that. Center. That's all right. We'll disable hard mode. Continue. All right. So this is basically just the background character creation. We'll just let's do shooting. Alright, that's good for now. Yeah, there's a lot of factions in Perisno, so we'll join the Kingdom of Perisno. It's good for now. This all shows you what stats you start out with. In my next dev vlog, I hope to jump into Perisno 0.9 itself, but that will be a few days from now, hopefully for a week. Right, this is just team assignment. A lot of different stuff here. We'll go into that later. Your ship is getting close to the island. Alright, we're going to pick a banner. Same banners as in Perisno. I'll just take this for now. Allow me to click without saving. So, I believe this is still a work in progress, but whatever. Let's get into it. As I play a little and show you guys about the spin-off, I hope to tell you what else we've been working on and what we hope to make in Perisno 0.9 as well. So hopefully I don't get too distracted with all this stuff going on. Alright, let's just randomize this. That's a feel looking guy. Same faces, same everything. No, not all that. Goodness. Let's do that, that's good for now. Welcome, Michadr. I'm glad to finally see you here. That's Arcanus. Yeah, that's a lot to read here. But we're not going to read that. That's for you. That's a lot to read. So our relation has increased. Right. So let's take a quick look at the map. A whole different kind of map. It's not as big as Perisno is, but it's alright. As I said, this is still a work in progress. There's a lot to come in this spin-off. So a few more things that are in this spin-off and 0.9. Completely redone dwarves. We'll take a look at that, probably. New battle scenes, and that means instead of the native ones with 180-degree slopes, those really crazy slopes and high things that you could spawn on and just spend hours just getting up and down. Also, they're bigger and more forest scenes. And there's a way to rename custom troops. We'll see. Let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, I happened to find this again here. Oh, it is probably notes. My bad. So let's get the mod concepts. The key points of P and B, as per the new beginning. So the garrisons of bases deplete when factions get weaker and demoralized. So that's basically your morale gets too low, people start to abandon your faction or the enemy's faction. Factions get weaker when their lords are defeated and their fiefs are taken, and get a moral boost when they win and conquer fiefs. There's a lot of moral stuff going on. Info on faction strength equals moral. Yeah, same thing. The more mountain outposts a faction has, the smaller its troop upgrades cost is, and the more patrols it has. Very interesting stuff. I'm really excited about this spin-off as well, and more so we're getting in Perisno 0.9. As I said, Leon has been working really hard on this, and I like a lot of his ideas. I like all the stuff he's made, so I'm really excited for all the stuff we can show you guys in the coming months. The more forest outposts a faction has, the smaller its troop upkeep costs, and the more scout parties it can have. Okay. The more farms a faction has, the greater its lord party sizes are. And for the most important matters, talk to your region. Okay. There's foraging, there's moral. I'm not going to go into all these because I just want to get overviews of new stuff. And these are all the factions that have established themselves here in the new beginning. Alright. Also a few new things. Background colors for all banners are fixed, and some changes in the Arulo. So if we could have a chance, I'll show you guys a little of the Arulo because they have some different stuff going on with their weapons, and yeah, you probably have seen that as well. So, alright, the locations is just farms and Fort Outposts. Obviously, they're not all named yet. And yeah, let's get to reports, and there it is. That's the troop piece I wanted to see. A little bit too low here. So this is Perisno, same troops. There will be some slight changes. There's some new models and all that stuff. So this is Talrania. I'm assuming these are a lot of the troop tree that we see in the main Perisno, or are, I can say assume. So yeah, most of you already know these troop trees, and I had a few guys post on the forums that say the troop trees go off the map or off the picture, and for the most part, that shouldn't be an issue. Let's see if I can find one here and show you guys how that's so it's on. It does a little bit. Oh crap! I got it. Just a little bit. Just there, you can see at the end here, just a longer troop tree, which is all right. That's the Vala here. Kaika. So all these factions, some of these are not in the new beginning, but this will just show you all the troop trees. You can just put them in for the main mod because there's still a lot of stuff that is the same through both versions. Alright, this is your Rolo. We'll get more to those. Road Legion. They have a bigger presence in the new beginning as well. Outlaw Union. This is a little different as well. Looks pretty nice. And yeah, that's it for now. And here's the troop tree for the minor factions. Field of Perisno troops, Perisno pilgrims. So yeah. That's pretty much the same thing. This is alright. So we're at the Perisno base. Our army has 31 right now. So I think we start off with a little bit. I'm not sure it should depend on what you pick at the start or not. Alright, so let's see a few things we can do. Alright, let me find it. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering what the main difference is in Perisno. Okay, gift troops at a garrison, that's one thing as well. Recruit soldiers, let's try with that. 19 Perisno recruits, let's do that one for now. So again, a bigger. Also go into more like, if you have a lot of your inventory, moving a lot of items at once back and forth, we might go into that as well. So this is the Kingdom of Perisno. Obviously, that's established here. This is Gaharian base. This is the Kulan base. All these factions have bases. Elantrian. Yeah. All the factions have bases here already. So that should be pretty interesting. So they get stronger and stronger. What this spin-off doesn't have is there are no quests. This is basically, if you want to get into fighting, you want a shorter game, this is what you do. There's no marriage. Leonin has said that a few times. That's just for now. That is obviously he wants to change that in future versions, I suppose. So, although there's marriage in the main game, in the main of Perisno. So I'm part of the Perisno Empire right now. You choose that outlaw faction. Outlaw Empire. The freelancer outpost is back here as well. There are no ladies. These are, let's get into fighting. Already we're gonna attack. Oh boy. I don't think. Might be a little hard, but we'll get into the fighting. Any other statuses but Lord. So yeah, not a mercenary, not a freelancer, not a king. That's always a duty change. There's a lot that should be coming in the future versions of this, both 0.9 and the new beginning. And lords will not switch for their factions. I still suck at this one. Sure, I'll keep these stats. Man, I'm dead. Alright, that's alright. No, the group's getting destroyed here to start off with. Mwah, that's alright. There's no intrigue, like who should get this feat. Who should be the marshal? It no longer takes kings many days to decide to whom they should give the feat. They do it very quickly now with endless trades. Without endless trades. I'm getting wrecked here. That's alright. I probably should have attacked it either way. Or, there are no villages. That's more like, it is villages, I'm not sure why you mentioned there are villages. There's really no complex native economy. Production and production basis, trade based prices rather than the prices. It is simplified. There's no land and banking system. There's no claimants and no people. In general, about half of the content. Yeah, pretty much keeping the things to a minimum. One Perisno footman. May have lost 27 morale. Let's just leave. That was nasty. They're probably going to catch me again. Yes, they are. Let's pay the passage. I don't have any wind to get some... I'm not here really to do a lot of actual fighting. I just want to get... show you guys a little moon stuff from the death log. And... so, talking more about the new beginning. This is for people who don't want a longer game, as I mentioned before. I hope he's not chasing us again. Let's go back here. Let's get rid of the long games, which very few people have strength to finish. I myself have never finished a game in Mount&Blade. Because this, over time, increases its difficulty, and in a completely immersive way. So we'll see how that one goes. Might play this round with some factions, so all these factions are hitting us right now. So the estimated length of the mod, 250 to 300 days, not 1,000 plus, so you should be able to conquer the small map at a time. And yeah, there's a lot more to come in future versions, so keep your eyes tuned, and your ears, I should say. Let's see if you can find you guys some more stuff. So faction reports, yes. So all of these, the morale right now is pretty much topped out at 10,000. Just 20,000 for the Outlaw Union. They'll probably never top out because they're outlaws. They have all one base, and their castles don't have any yet. 18 for the Outlaw Union. These guys are pretty strong. Alright, they don't have any farms. 35. Let's take a look at the outlaws. We'll do that a little bit later. Party morale, same as the base mod. And that's nothing new. Let's look at these outlaws. They should be pretty big. Yeah, these outlaws are pretty much all of the... holy cow. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, it's just the same stuff. Alright, so a few more things that I want to get through for the new beginning. The third legion in this mod were turned into a major faction, and they have more troop trees and all that. There's thief improvements. We'll still have. Hello everyone, this is Michadr, and welcome back to a dev blog. It's been a really long time since the last dev blog, so this might look a little different to you guys. That's because it is technically different than Perisno 0.81. The last release version, we are working on 0.9 and a spin-off version called Perisno, The New Beginning, which is being developed by one of the developers from the Perisno dev team, Leonian. Basically, he's working on this as kind of spin-off, and what this spin-off really is a project that he's been working on for the past few months. I haven't played a lot of this yet since I've been having a lot of PC issues and moving around and haven't been able to set up everything. But I finally have my PC set up. I finally am at a point where I'm able to play games again, mod again, and record with no problem. So hopefully we can get 0.9 released in the near future. There's obviously no release date, as there's still a lot to do. But we'll keep you guys posted, and I'm hoping for at least a dev blog a week. If not that, then maybe a few a month. But my aim right now is to get a few dev blogs a week out there, just to update you guys on what's going on in 0.9. This dev blog will focus mostly on Perisno, The New Beginning, because a lot of this has already been being developed on for the past few months. Since only 1 or 2 of our devs were really active. I shouldn't say 1 or 2, there's been like 3, 4, 5 of them active, but most of the work was done on 0.9 and The New Beginning. A lot of the stuff you'll see in The New Beginning will also be in Perisno 0.9, mainly new troop trees, new troops I should say, like top tier infantry, gin troops, and new household troops. So basically The New Beginning takes a lot of the stuff from Perisno. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, this is Welcome to Perisno. You're probably already familiar with